soon as they did the burnout. What's going on, people? We are back for another weekend recap. What's up, Sam? Oh boy. Cody, Ohio graduation. What's up, Josh? Paul. We're back. I didn't make it home. The old lady put her on a plane Monday. What's up, son? Rolly, Bill, Mr. Bill, Hector, Dragon. We put her on a plane on Monday. She flew back, and been hanging out with Happy this week. Let's go see Dylan. What's up, Matt? Let's go see Dylan here. It's snowing there right now, so that's why I'm staying here for now until I got to head to Milwaukee. Don't want to drive in the snow. Just don't feel like it. But we had a hell of a weekend. We went to Matt's house on Thanksgiving for our annual Thanksgiving Day. I thank the Spencers for opening their home up for us and cooking us some good dinner. Ashley cooking good dinner and stuff, and we made it to Bowling Green. What's up, Mark? Brad? Yeah, Street King. That's an inside joke. What's up, Chris? But yeah, we went to got a room at Bowling Green, and then went out to Black Friday. Went to the Black Friday race, and there we go. Didn't disappoint as always. At I'm not home, so I don't have any of my paperwork with me. But 30 plus cars in small tire. Did 10 big tire cars, 8 or 10. We had a little hiccup at the beginning there because I wasn't sure, because I was only flagging big tire and small tire, and this big blower truck pulled up, and I thought that was the index class, and I was like, man, he can go faster than 550s, and then they staged, and it turned out they were big tires. So Brad killing with the shots here as always. They used prep. They were going to use water, but it was cold. It was a little chilly there in Hardingsburg at US 60, and so they decided to use prep, and they didn't. That was your being your big tire winner right there. I forgot the dude's name. Like I said, the wife has all the paperwork. I'm sure somebody can tag him. But yeah, Chris in there, making it out there, going some rounds. Damn, girl. And we were supposed to have damn girl Boost 12 on, and he was going to make it on, and then something happened. He had like a filming or something he had to go to. He had a filming to go to or something. They had to go spray the road down for them. Them Chicago guys, you know how they like to prep the road to go street racing. But yeah, he couldn't make it on. I'd like to thank Stacy and all the Bridge Runner guys out there for stepping up and making us feel at home as always. I forgot the Frankenstein. Good to see them guys back out with the car as well. But Boost 12 was your where'd he go? Where'd Boost 12 go? Boost 12 was your winner there at Hardingsburg, and big tire class was that car. But man, when the blower car picked up, and excuse me, and the Pro Charge car, man, when they went by me, they hit me from both directions, and it kind of knocked the breath out of me a little bit. But I'm tough, we can handle that. track prep the street for the street. Yep. Yes, that's the plan, Jimmy. We will be at Dig or Die this weekend. I'm not sure if we're going to make it there Friday for the big tire and the whatever other class are running on Friday, but we're definitely going to be there Saturday. We've got a concert that's we're going to be at on Thursday in Milwaukee, and then it's like we're going to leave as soon as the concert's over and head straight to North Carolina. And I think I'm not sure where it is. I think it's a 18-hour drive or 17-hour drive, but we're going to tough it out like we always do and just haul ass straight to Rockingham. And we're going to be live hopefully the whole weekend. So yeah, it was a cold day. The finals was ran. It was 24 degrees, and that was Rockingham. Yep. As Pilgrim planted the seed in the kid's brain. But it was that's a fact. I like my Chicago guys except for fuck Mark. But it was a good time this weekend. Congrats to Joey. Congrats to the big tire guy. I forgot his name, Dennis or something like that. I think I may be totally wrong, but congrats to them guys. And then we went to get this going here. Then we went to Leaksfield or something like that. I'm not being I probably already murdered their name, but I'm sure. Oh boy, I need to switch accounts here. But I'm sure. Oh, Happy. Mark, don't butter up to that asshole. What? Yeah, I agree with that. Litchfield, there it was. Litchfield. Oh boy. We'll get this going. He's an all right guy. But yeah, it was a badass weekend. I apologize to the people out there that was yeah, Rowdy. It's nice to meet y'all as well. Yeah. It was I apologize to people. After about halfway through the first round, I got sorry, I'm clearing my throat. Must be this Kentucky air. But and with everything that was happening and stuff, I know what people got into their cars and stuff, and I just pretty much went down to the camper and hung out by the fire. And I think that was the trick, to be honest with you. I'm a superstitious guy, so there wasn't much happening after we went down to the travel trailer and then hung out by the fire. So I apologize again for not hanging out, but I just didn't like seeing people tear their cars up just for what I mean. I know people live for that stuff. I mean, it is what it is. But this guy right here didn't lie about anything to anybody. He told everybody how bad the surface was. I mean, he did tell people it was going to be virgin, and they had a little test session out there. But I think it actually kind of somewhat helped it, because it would have been a whole lot worse if nobody didn't go out there and test. So, but What's going on? I think I've seen you before.
What's up, brother?
He had to leave the room because
different rooms.
Yeah. But you didn't lie to nobody. You pretty much told everybody what was up, and I don't think half of them believed you.
I don't think 75% believe me for sure. I don't think I misled anybody though. I tried. I mean, I tried telling the truth, tried saying like it is. It'll be the sketchiest surface you'll ever be on, you'll ever see. So.
Yeah, and
I think it went as smooth as it possibly could have went.
Yeah, and it was a like I said, I pretty much after about halfway through first round, pretty much just moseyed on back down because I for one didn't want to see anybody else tear up the car just because I know what people have got in cars. I know what I've got in my car, and it ain't nothing near what people have got in their car. So
sure. No, I hated seeing it too. I mean, I hate seeing it, and I even I felt bad, and I apologized to a couple of guys for them tearing their stuff up, and then I got messages from them saying, "Hey, you have nothing to apologize to me for. You know, we chose to race on it. You offered to prep it and drag it, and try and help us out, and try and get us to go a little quicker on the surface." And everybody, there was 18 people, and 13 voted leave it alone. 5 said prep it, so we left it alone.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, some people just they get off on that stuff. I mean, it is what it is. But everybody asks me if I've ever seen anything worse than that, and no, that takes the case. But I think if they would if they could grind that just top layer off, like grind a 1/8 inch or a 1/4 inch off the top of that, man.
Yeah, that'd be beautiful.
That's going to be a good deal. Rolly, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't let anyone. That's the difference between you and me. I mean, we give them a surface, they don't like it. They're grown folks; they can make their own decision. So,
yeah,
it is what it is.
Option for sure.
It is, I mean, and you gave people the option in the drivers' meeting. They went up and looked at it. I know you even actually had some people that after a few wrecks, they wanted their money back. But I mean, sorry. I mean,
at that point, I give the option before everybody walked the surface. Everybody knew, and then after the first crash with Cali Nate, I had one racer come up and want their money back, actually in Big Tire. And if I would have given one person their money back, it would have just made me look bad. And I think I did the right things. You're locked in at that point. You know, once you hand the money over, then you're locked in. You knew the surface.
Yeah, I mean, you had pretty much people. I think it was the first 60 to 80 feet was good, and then after that it was pretty. But look at that. I mean, you had guys hanging the wheels. You know, you were past the 60-foot mark, so it just wasn't hardly anything after that. And some of these guys had their tunes set up. I mean, and I got another picture here. You can see, where's it at? This right here. Both guys, I think both of them got off the gas at the same time, and that was the outcome of it. If they would have just stayed in the gas a little bit, and even Nate said, because I got off the gas and the ass end came out from under it. So
yeah,
but I mean, that's a bad deal. Hanging the hoops. Travis there hanging the hoops as well, right out.
That's very Mark, first pair.
Yeah, Mark over there in the other lane. Both of them were skating all the way down. That guy right there drove all the way from Louisiana. They didn't believe it. They just like, man, you didn't mislead nobody.
Right. Guys were still telling me they felt like they could get down it. And even after watching other cars go down, they said, I think I can still go down it. Yeah, there's Mark right there. He was one of them. He said, I believe if I had another chance, I would do it again.
Yeah.
I think that was a one in a lifetime race, though. I don't think it'll happen again. I don't think any surface will ever be like that ever again. That was one in a lifetime.
I mean, you had people. There was he won the wheelie contest, didn't he?
No, actually, the Red Mustang did. The guy that that sponsored the money, he picked that, and then he left. So I went ahead and just give it to the Mustang because the guy that was paying the money, that's who they picked. So left it at that.
And
I think the LTD wheelie though was pretty badass.
Yeah, and there was a bunch of close calls on the jumps. Dylan said he's editing as we speak, and yeah, there's the big deal was you had what 36 cars or something like that. 34.
No, 36. Yeah, because there was 18 pairs.
So
and it paid $31,090 exactly.
Yeah, and but 100% payout would have been X amount of money, but you gave out over 30. Was it 31,000 and something?
$31,090.
So where'd that money come from?
Sponsor money and off the gate. Split all the gate money. So half of the gate, everything, and we were asking for donations. So half of the gate went to the racers, and I think that's the way it should be. I think that's what drew so many people.
Yeah, and nobody wants to wad their shit up for even $30,000, but
right.
But that's a good turnout for. That's a good payout for that, adding that much money on top of the pot.
Yeah.
Oh, we got this gangster down here, and I mean gangster. He would come up walking. He come up after he won and walking up there, and I kept hearing clanking sounds. I was like, "What the hell is that?" That's the old boys were clanking.
What's up, man?
Did you get the rust off of them?
Shit, they lubed up now. They're good. They're mama. She saddled me up to take dinner tonight.
There you go.
Actually, it was Caden's 16th birthday, so we took him out to dinner on Sunday. We pretty much driving for 13 hours home, so we took him out to dinner tonight. So, but yeah, man, you did a great job, Happy. That was badass, bro. Like everything about the place was like you said. There's nothing that was misled. When you gave everybody the option in the drivers meeting, that little secondary drivers after first round, you said, "Hey, man, look, you guys want us to prep it, drag it," and we were all pretty much like, "It's just going to make it worse or make people want to get after it. It's what you said it was going to be. We'll roll with it." So,
right.
It was what you said.
I appreciate it.
Oh.
He's driving through the mountains.
He's driving. Yeah. Somewhat.
You got it now?
Yeah.
You guys got me now?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. But
anyway,
y'all split 5 ways. They split 5 ways. Was it 5 ways or 6 ways?
5
ways. But y'all raced for that trophy. So, and actually they split 5 ways, but there's only one real winner.
There's only one winner.
And that was that guy right there.
Yep. I only paid one guy.
That was badass, man. I'll tell you. I don't know if you guys can hear me now. I had to pull over, so I had some service.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. It was it was just great all around. It was a cow pasture racetrack that everybody had a really good time on, except for the people that may have crashed in the beginning. Everybody that really ran it, they were ambitious to want to get down it and win and take the trophy. Noah was like, yeah, I'm good with splitting. Normally I don't want to split. I want to take it to the, to the finish, but he's like, I want that trophy. So that trophy meant something to people just as much. The W was just as important as the money. I mean, that money you gave into the pot was huge too, man.
No, that's
that was stellar, man. That was stand up.
And we're going to do it again. The surface is going to get ground, and we're going to do another one in the spring on bare concrete. So it'll be badass. The shutdown's going to get lengthened, and
that's got to happen if you're going to make it right.
Yep. And when the surface is right, cars will fly. Then I'll see there'll be some low 5-second cars, I believe, on a ground bare surface.
You can go 5.0, 490 probably pretty much off the trailer on good concrete anywhere. When we went out west last year and we were testing, we found bare roads and we were going 495 on big tire, right off the trailer. My first pass against Mike Murillo out there last year was on bare concrete. We were first 2 pair down, and I went a 490 like 150 couple right off the trailer, and that was on groove concrete, vertically grooved. So the shutdown you guys had at that track was really well broomed, and it was really tight. I was joking around in the beginning. I think I'd said to you, man, I told Jeremy, the owner, man, if we ran backwards, we'd all go fast, but we'd all crash stopping because, it was all slick going the other way, trying to shut down.
Right.
But the facility, man, was really cool. When they go and they actually get the asphalt or concrete between the concrete and the barrier walls, and then they get rid of that mud. So when the cars do run off, they don't track it back on the surface. And for the starting line, to keep the people walking the mud in the starting line, it'll be good. But everybody, you guys, your staff, Lippy, Jeremy, and the whole Decker boys, everybody did great. Just maintaining the surface, being it was their first go around. Those guys weren't trackside assistant guys before. They don't know the ropes. They were winging it, and they were shooting from the hip, and they really did really good. And for anybody that might have complained about it, I feel like you gave a true no prep. You didn't know what to anticipate. It was an even playing field for everybody. Nobody really knew what they were getting into. There might have been a few people that made some test hits that may have been entered in the race or may not have, that may have had some insight, but still, it was like an even playing field. And when the 2 first dudes went out, the guy that was on last night, what was the guy with the blue Chevelle?
His name
when Mark. That cat, and Mark, that nice guy, that guy and the Mustang went out, they left probably 130, 60 foots, and they literally went out and was like all over the place. And it was like, oh my God. And everybody's panicked between the spectators, the racers that were in the staging lanes, us that were back in the second group. We're like, oh shit. And everybody's running back. Brandon Moore's running back. Yeah, right after that lick. They're running like, yo, take everything out after 1 second. You're like, no, wait, 1 second? You're like, We went out there, 32 pounds of boost in our tune-up initially, right? Normally we running like 40 couple. And then we dropped, after we seen that, we're like, all right, let's go down to like 15 and 18. And then once you made your first pass, you got your first pass under your belt, you realize, all right, that ain't gonna work either. Let's reinvent the wheel here. Let's start over. I mean, it was strategic, which honestly made it just like any other no prep. It just lowered the level. It lowered the level of speed that was being carried out. But I could tell you, if we all had to have a foot race across the ice, and we could figure out the best way for us to foot race with the amount of stride we take, with the amount of steps we take to be able to make it to the end of the pond the fastest, that's kind of what we had to do. You know what I mean? And losing, like it was the wildest shit I ever had to do. But it was, like I said, I had to call my tuner and be like, yo, look at foo bar and kick rods. He's like, just don't look at this and don't look at that. But yeah, you're gonna be all right. I'm like, okay, good.
Yeah. It was awesome. So, I had a blast, and I can't wait to do another one.
Yeah, this is gonna be badass. I mean, we'll definitely make the trip again. I mean, there's nothing like going fast and chasing paper. When you're chasing your own data, chasing your own bestie, personal best on the surface. But I can tell you, if when they make that extension on that shutdown and you guys grind that surface, and it's going to make a stellar. What's good about it is you'll be able to race both ways. I mean, it's kind of, I think it'd be uphill a little bit, but Rockingham and I believe is uphill, and so is Darlington. So, which that honestly creates a whole nother avenue of difficulty because you start loading the car when you're going uphill more than you would if you're going downhill, and it makes a harder surface to be able to really get down. So you guys better run both ways there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy had the best show. Was it B show? That'd be show, wouldn't it?
That was a show.
He did
That's the one everybody sent me. Like, hey, were you here?
The 360 and then the 720, and then he was like, all right.
Yeah.
But you know what the best show of the night was? I think it was that, wasn't it?
That's right.
It was. That's an awesome picture, man. I don't need that for my wall. Two bald head. Look at them two good looking bald headed dudes.
Good looking, man.
It was wild, man. It was when we went to it was when we were out there Friday night and we were running that 24-degree weather. We had a good time and we had no idea what the surface was going to be like. And honestly, it didn't really get that bad. When we went out to that surface out there and it was 40-degree weather, it actually gave hope. Like, you're like, all right, this surface is bad, but we're dealing with 40, 50 degrees. It ain't going to be as bad as what we were dealing with the 24 degrees the other night, but it was like, it was 100 times worse.
Right.
I think what do you think about, I know that was your first time for Black Friday. What do you think about that?
So people would ask me like, hey, how'd you feel about the shutdown? I'm like, man, I really wasn't even going that fast there. I was only doing 140 couple. We really didn't get a chance to get a full handle on that surface as far as, being competitive like we needed. Because Brandon Mork obviously took us out. He made a killer pass. But I liked it. I mean, I think the transition. Fuck more. Fuck more. Yeah, fuck more. You took me out. The transition wasn't that bad. I mean, Caden, if he didn't take himself out on that jump, he made a killer pass, and his next pass would have been even better because I can really get after it in that car in the 60 more than I can in the Relic because we use second gear leave in the Relic, so you can't leave as hard. But that surface had a phenomenal starting line. And it actually had a lot of rubber all the way down. I felt like my car was very stable. And from the data from his car and what he told me, his data, everything looked stable. Like the track was great. I mean, you had to definitely cater to that transition at like 160 foot out, right around 2 seconds, maybe like 1.7. We had an area where 1.7 to 2.2. We took some timing out of it, and opened the dump valves to soak it up. But I thought it was great. I mean, there's a track back home we run that's very similar with the way it's set up right now because it's become an outlaw track. So it's not like it's real sticky. And that track, Capital Raceway, is very similar to that setup without the transition. So I'd go back there again too. Apparently they hold some pretty good events there.
He said phenomenal. That's an inside joke. That's Dylan.
Okay.
He's fucking phenomenal. You know how the New York, the Wisconsin guys talk. Fucking phenomenal. Fuck Mork.
I'm gonna get more drunk at PRI.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, if y'all want, I'm gonna be at PRI.
We'll be up there.
This guy, how you do it?
We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna go out.
All three of us. All three of us. I'm a virgin. I'm PRI virgin. So just laying that out there, people. Man, it was a good weekend all throughout. Even with the shitty surface. I think pretty much everybody came together and had a good time, even though some people didn't have a good time, but that's racing.
Yeah.
But
And even Nate messaged me
I
and
lost
said,
you.
"Man, it was a great time."
My phone
He-
hotspot, I think, got kind of crappy.
I told him I hated seeing his car get tore up, but he said, "Man, don't worry about it. It's part of it." I had a blast.
Yeah. And like I said, you could, in that picture right there, you can see both of them kind of lost it at the same spot. So, and I think both of them got off the gas at the same times, and that's what the ass end pretty much, made them drift.
So I looked at my wheel speed on my front wheel speed sensor this morning just to see what my best mile per hour was to the 60 foot. So
oh boy. Hope it was faster than that.
Faster than his internet
All
connection.
right. Yeah, I hope it's faster than your internet connection.
My best mile per hour. So my mile per hour to the 60 foot was 79. And my best mile per hour to the stripe was 86.
Wow.
I believe it.
86.
No, I do too.
So
Because you were pretty much killing
is,
power. You were pretty much killing power all the way down.
I just pretty much remember I said how I had to basically make about 250 horsepower to keep the car just maintained so the car would still just drive and never have to let off the gas and unsettle it. So I just drove basically with the foot to the floor with both cars to the stripe every pass, with an exception of the one where the guy with the LTD jumped on me. But I only went 86. I only went, 5 more mile an hour than what I did in the 60. So, but my best pass was a 680, I think. It was 680.
Yeah.
And that was cooking. That was for me out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, what I heard they were doing at what was that race at Darlington was like 650s to 680s 2 weeks ago, the one where Ryan Mitchell won big tire. But the thing is, you figure they're not even flashing the converter, they're leaving so soft, and they're just trying to pour the power in out the back, where we're putting 120 60 foots in the car, and we're really only running a 135 60 foot or so because we're killing all the power, at lock up of the converter, at flash of the converter. So by the time you get to the 60 foot, you're already starting to slow down because you're taking the power back out so you can settle the car down. Where, on some of those other shitty surfaces like Rockingham, they might run 620, 640s there, but they're leaving really soft and they're trying to pour it in as they go down. It was a complete opposite of anything we've ever done before. We're smashing it out of the hit and then taking the life out of it.
Yeah.
It was wild.
You figured it out.
We did, man. And my boy, every time I say something, my wife gets pissed at me because I'm like, man, if Caden just didn't hit the brakes. She's like, but he would have crashed it. I'm like, all right.
That boy can drive, though. You got to give him that. He can drive.
He's a driver. He's definitely a driver. Awesome. Down there in Crossville, man, he was getting it done, dude. He was doing his thing. He said he was on the scramble with his hand on the chute the whole time down there. That was like another place. We had to leave so soft down there. Couldn't do a burnout past the starting line. It's a complete opposite of what we just did at Happy's race. You're leaving down there so easy, so soft, and then pouring the coals to it at 60 feet. We're totally cutting the balls off of it at 60 feet. But the worst part about it, honestly, man, is that people up here that didn't see that firsthand, is they really, and I talked to another 2 people today that had no idea how bad it was down there. They can't, when they see the back end videos of us leaving from the starting line, they can't tell how fast we're going out the back or how slow we are. They just see us leaving really hard and then they hear the noise, but they really can't tell how slow we're going. And I'm like, they're like, how bad was it? I'm like, man, you don't even understand. I'm like, it's like going 70 mile an hour down a highway and driving out on 600 foot of black ice. Like, really? I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm like, it was like that. So
that's a fact. White tequila. That's a fact.
Yeah, and they're like, well, what about third and fourth round? I'm like, dude, it didn't get no better. It was the same the whole race.
Well, that's one thing is one lane wasn't better than the other.
Nah.
They were equal. Because you get these one lane tracks that you go to, or one lane roads that you go to.
We got one up here, man. You've been there. Berkeley Springs. It's one of those races where if you get left lane, usually you're great. If you get right lane, you're like, God damn it, the race started done before you let off trans brake. But
yeah,
it was even. Like, you wanted the start line, you couldn't even tell it was sticky. If those two dudes didn't go out first pair out and rip the craziest 60 foots ever on such a slippery surface, I don't think any of us would have really figured that we could have got after it so hard so quickly.
Yeah. Rocket 5.5. It is the 9th, 10th, and 11th.
9th and 10th.
Yeah. It's next week. Next end of next week, not this weekend.
Next Thursday, Friday,
next week.
Saturday.
Yeah. So, Rankin, what's next for you?
So I hit up the guys at Dig or Die to see if they had any small tire spots, and they said no. They got a big tire spot. I mean, I love big tire on the Relic, but they only had 12 cars so far. So I'm like, man, I'm not going to go drive down there. A trip like that's $1,000 round trip just before you leave your door. By the time you pay for fuel in your rig and, not even your buy-in for food, I'm like, man, just to get down there and for 12 cars and then have to possibly wait a long time to go rounds. So there's a race. I'm not going to make that one, I guess, but there's a race Terra 6 is putting on. Well, some Jersey boys. So there's a New Year's race we're going to East Coast up in the woods every year, and up in the woods in Jersey, and it's New Year's Eve race, and it's a cash season on the street. And apparently those guys are going to put down the Capitol Raceway, which now become like an outlaw track. So it used to be an NHRA sanctioned sick ass sticky mafia radio track, but it's no longer. So I think we're going to be there New Year's Eve, providing there's no snow here in the Mid-Atlantic. And I guess we're just going to be doing small tire there. But they got rules, man. They got some bullshit rules where you can't run chassis cars. Like, Happy didn't have that rule. That was one awesome thing about another awesome thing about his race is that it was run with your Bronwyn 28s. So it was cool. Like, the guys knew it when we were at Black Friday. I think Joey with Boost 12 had 28W in his car, so he knew he couldn't run that. And they were going to run that street car of his old ladies. And so it was like, if you knew you came on 29, you have tire swap out on, you knew you weren't running. But if you were a chassis car and you were putting smalls on it, you were good. I mean, that's great. I mean, chassis cars just don't have advantage nowadays. I mean, people might think so, but I mean, unless the chassis car's got all the long extension front ends like all these purpose-built small tire cars do, they just don't have the advantage that some people think, at least in my opinion. I mean, I have a chassis car that's got 3.5 inches of travel in the front, and I got a small tire car that's got 7. My small tire car is a purpose-built small tire car is faster than the Relic, and it's 1,000 horsepower less. But people still think that it's that it's an unfair advantage to have a chassis car because you can move weight around. It don't even matter when you're on a shitty surface like Happy surface. You can put 3,000 pounds in the back of the car. You're still not getting down. You're leaving so much power on the table when you're going to these no prep races. It's like, yeah, you can put 400 pounds in the back of a car, 500 pounds, 600, 900 pounds, whatever. Get the car to work right. You're still leaving 50% of the power sometimes on the table. It's somewhere in the beginning or the end or in the middle. So I don't know, but if that answers your question, man, we'll probably be in New Year's unless you guys got some badass street stuff going on. I've been following Limpy, your races you got going on. I don't know if you got anything going in the next month or so, or everything's going to be in March.
Never know. Streets, you never know.
You got that right.
So Rank, you got any sponsors or anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, man. So I want to thank Comp Turbo. They're a huge part of our deal. Chad down there at Phil's trailer. Obviously, we couldn't get to our places without his trailers, and he hooks us up at Phil's trailer nut down in Texas. Wayne Rogers Transmissions. He's been a great guy. He built some stick ass transmissions. If you guys don't know about the close ratio 3-speeds, now you know they work. Rocket Glue, Blue Collar Brew, Brian Parrish and his guys are a hell of guys. They came down and actually had a tent up at the Black Friday and Abby's event, and their glue really works well. Iski Racing Cams, over there, they're great guys. Pack Racing, Victory Valves, Precise Racing. They hook us up with our Hoosier tires out here in the Mid-Atlantic. They're great guys. Zoo Crew up there at Beaver Springs, they're good guys that help us out. Hughes Performance or dump valves. Obviously, you guys know how to use these dumps, so we can't even get down these surfaces. Those dump valves are great. Pro Tour converters, we use our converters, and they're phenomenal. From the slow shit to the fast shit, they're spot on, man. You know, we couldn't do what we do without them guys. Kaiser Wheels has helped us out, and RC Comps, the Brink is coming on with us this year on a new car. We appreciate them. We got their wheels on the new entry level. Ron Shearfab, we appreciate his intercoolers, man. We're still in ethanol. A lot of these cats out there are still doing it with the methanol because it's lighter and you're saving weight. But again, man, we're doing it with the ethanol. They're still street cars. We can drive them up to McDonald's and pump gas at the local sheets and put some E85 in them. I'm not drawing right off my phone right now, but I'm sure I'm probably forgetting somebody. But Rankin Racing, my family, my boys, of course, I got to appreciate, thanks to you guys and my wife. I appreciate the opportunity, guys, to be part of your guys' race.
And
I appreciate you coming.
Mark had something he wanted to tell you.
I hear you. Hey, look, we make more money in our tree business than we do our concrete sometimes. We have a tree company, man, and that's kind of what we do. We're blue collar workers, boy. Tree and concrete, man. That's what we do. But it's thrilling. It can be some thrilling work too.
That's all right. Mark lays stuff too, but
yeah,
we ain't gonna tell what he lays.
He's off. He's been vacating the last couple of weeks. He's lucky he's got a job.
Yeah, he's got a drop now. He's got to get that dent out of the rear quarter panel.
He's got to drive the thing straight, keep it on track, keep it on the surface, keep it on the wall. Oh shit! Let me say, fuck more.
He knows I love him.
He is a funny mofo, man. He is a funny dude. Wait till you guys see that show that comes out here whenever the hell they release that shit with his ass. Oh my god. I'm not sure if it was his first time on TV or not, but man, he was a trip.
He's already got it fixed.
Dude, a ball peen hammer ain't fixing it now, Mort. Come on, man. He's out there with a ball peen hammer and a magnet. He said he might not take that thing to PRI. That's because it's not pretty anymore. It's all beat up. He don't care about the travel.
Kind of like his rear end.
Beat up.
Oh boy.
Wasn't his shirt on? Not last night. It was.
I ain't getting him on. I ain't getting him on today because I didn't want to see that shit.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate it, man. Happy, nice meeting you, man. Good seeing you again.
You
Maybe
too.
we'll see you.
Thank you,
we'll see
man.
you guys at PRI next week, man. We'll have a good time.
Yes,
we'll go out and get those guys trashed. We're gonna get more drunk as shit. We're gonna get his pants down. We're gonna take videos of him running around on his knees, acting a fool.
Oh boy.
He don't even know yet.
Again?
He doesn't even know what's
Again?
coming.
Again? I've already seen that video last year. Oh boy. All
right, guys.
Appreciate it, Greg. All right, later. We'll kick him. All right. Let's just. Where are you at? Are you in the other room over there?
I'm in the bedroom.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me like this?
Nope.
Okay. So now it's just us here. It's just me and you talking. We only got like 4 people watching right now.
Cool.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you think you did this weekend?
I'm always going to say I did a 10, but I think I did everything I said I was going to do, and I think that's the key. I don't know, just going to keep it real. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. You know, if I say it's slick, it's slick. I think everybody knows that now. If I say next year it's ground and people can come off the trailer and go 5.0s, I think people's going to go 5.0s or 4.90s. So just going to keep it real.
Anything that you think that you can you need to work on?
I know now when you put on an event, who you need to pay, who you need to have there, who you need to have in your corner, and different things. We were going to go at this with no announcer. So, my buddy Charlie Bennett stood up and said, I'll announce it. And I never expected a crowd like that. I expected that we were going to put on a street race, and a street race, you don't have a crowd. And then the more and more as it got closer, I was like, holy shit, this is a lot of people's messaging me saying they're coming from here. And I think we wound up having like 16 states. So, I mean, I never expected it. Now I know what to expect. I know what to change. You got to have a good car wrangler. Somebody get the cars together. I do want to have track security to keep the starting line cleared off. I'd like to have a little VIP section down there at that track just for the gamblers and everybody that's wanting to talk shit and gamble, throw money around and shoot dice and flip quarters. I think a little VIP section for them guys right next to the starting line would be cool. I haven't seen that at a track before, so I think that'd be awesome. I think I'm going to work with Jeremy some, and we're going to continue to do this. I think it's going to be awesome. It's going to do nothing but grow.
There you go. Now, you can lie to these people that are watching right now, but how would you feel afterwards?
I did feel bad for all the racers that crashed their cars, but I was relieved that it was over with. I'd been stressing for a couple of days. My ass cheeks hurt, my legs and feet hurt bad. I'm aching and moaning and groaning. I feel my age. I thought I could stand out in the street like I could 20 years ago and do this shit all night. But I feel like shit. But we're going to keep going. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to do this.
If a guy at my age can do it, anybody can do it with as big a fat ass as I am, stand on my feet for 18, 19 hours a day. I'm going to keep doing it. I tell you the secrets and stuff. And
I'm going to keep doing it.
I know.
I want to do it for Kentucky. Nobody knows about really Kentucky when it comes to street racing. I mean, we done this years ago. Thanksgiving was our biggest weekend, and I want to keep it alive. So we're going to.
Oh, Dylan.
He's a kid.
I've seen Dylan after we stayed up for an entire weekend, and I know he can't hang. He can kind of hang. He can kind of hang.
I've heard stories,
but he can hang about 75% of the time. Oh, and this guy comes from Wisconsin. That's his excuse.
When it's real street, I'm gonna hang. I mean, when it's real street, I won't give up.
And it hurts so good. I'm going to be called a bully here pretty soon. You bully. Right. Don't make me pull that picture out, Dylan, after we went streets, and because I can load it real fast if I have to.
I've seen that, Dylan.
Make it my background here pretty soon. Oh. Okay, I will. I'm sorry. He's got a lens for me at his house, so I gotta calm down. So you got people that helped you out or sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
I do. I don't have my list on me. There were so many, and everybody was great.
He needs a list.
And have Mama hand it to you.
Mama.
Everybody though was great. Everybody that sponsored, I put all the money into the pot. Like I said, I was going to.
Sponsors and stuff. She don't have it. She don't have
The
it.
biggest thank you though is to Jeremy Decker and the Decker boys down there in the racetrack letting me come in there and do that.
She might be having
That's
it.
the biggest.
She might have it.
Oh, okay.
She might have it.
Charlie Bennett, Robert Barrow, everybody that helped me there at the track. Big thanks. Huge thanks. Couldn't have done it without them. And I know that now.
Charlie Bennett has it.
Oh, Charlie Bennett has it. Do you have sponsors that helped you out?
No, I mean, not really. Just everybody that chipped in. That's all my sponsors, all my friends and family. You.
I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, you helped me.
Oh boy.
It was.
Facts. Man, it was a badass weekend.
It was.
I'll definitely be back. As Christenum said, the guys pretty much shot from the hip, and they just did what they could and what they knew how, and it is what it is. I mean, it's a learning curve, and I think they actually knocked it out of the park, other than the surface wise, but
sure,
badass. And it's other than the no service from any of my carriers out there.
Yeah, we need to get a satellite.
But the good thing about it is people that actually filmed, which I filmed about half of it. I might edit a video and put it on YouTube. But is you got to actually watch videos of the race. So.
Yeah, and I like that. I do like that.
Which I'll watch all the live stuff, and then I'll go back and watch all the edited videos. I'm that guy.
Yeah,
I watch everything.
Yeah, I do too. I'm that way. I love my videos. That's just.
Oh yeah.
I love watching videos.
Yeah, that's a fact. So.
Oh yeah, they definitely did.
So. Yeah, that's a fact. They got to find it the old-fashioned way. Facebook and YouTube.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, so what's next for you?
I'm just looking forward for the spring. I'm going to do something again there over the winter. If they get the surface done, get some walls, get some shut down. And I think they know what they need to do. I know what I need to do. And I think the next one, I mean, we damn near sold out this first one. So, I mean, there was nowhere else to sit. Everybody was standing. I think the next one will be huge. It'll be big.
That's a fact.
Everybody enjoyed it. Even the guys that crashed, like I said, they still messaged me and said, we enjoyed it. We would do it again on that same surface. I'm not doing that again. That was once in a lifetime. That was it.
I mean, if you missed it, you missed out, people.
That's exactly right.
Yes, Tico, I'll be in Rockingham this weekend. I don't know if I'm gonna make it there Friday night, but we'll definitely make it there Saturday. We'll be live all weekend there, or at least when we get down there. It'll be Dylan and I heading down there, and there'll be some good footage. Maybe happy birthday. That's too long a drive.
I may.
All right, and I want to thank you and Kelsey for putting me up this weekend and week and stuff.
Kinsey.
Kinsey. What did I say, Kelsey? Kinsey.
Yeah, that's my old lady. Kinsey's my girlfriend.
Oh, you got two? You got both of them? Both of them. Two Fs. But I'd like to thank y'all for putting this up. and this dog over here
You're
is
welcome
tearing
here
it up.
anytime. Yeah, you know you're welcome here anytime. Your family, man.
All right. Thank you.
All right, brother.
I appreciate it. All right. Well, like I said, he's just in the other room over there. But yeah, we'll be at Rockingham this weekend. We got to was it Red Hat Dead? Yeah. Yeah, I watched several people. Ruthless. I watched several. I film a bunch of videos about where I'm going and this and that and the other, and I'm like, man, I don't think nobody wants to watch that stuff. You know, it is what it is. I could watch. Oh, here comes Killer. I could put together some videos, and you know, this is where we're at. This and that. Kill. But I might start doing it. Several years ago, I was going to do a street racing documentary, but I got a whole bunch of footage and stuff. I just never uploaded it. Yeah, email, I send some info. That I don't know. I'm not sure. No problem, Jimmy. No problem. Got my pit bull parking. Yeah. That's for sure, Jeremy. That's for sure. Of course, she's been a little lovey-dovey with me, so I'm a dog lover. Oh, Charlie, can you go over the sponsors again? Happy didn't have the list, so maybe I can just bring you on here. Hold on a second. Oh boy. Where you at? There he is. Where you at? There he is. Maybe I can get you on here. I said, got a request coming your way. Got a request, Charlie. Got a request coming your way. I can type now. Just write it down. Pass it on to Bill. All right. Yeah, it was a crazy weekend. Excellent weekend. And my back, I sneezed like the lap. My list is but I sneezed and coughed like last Wednesday, I think, and I kind of threw my back out, so I'm extra. I'm feeling like limp. I'm feeling like Happy is right now. So let's see if he's seen it. Oh, maybe you don't want to get on. Oh boy. But you ain't got to have a list, Charlie. You can just come on. You were announcing this weekend. Oh boy. But yeah. Excellent weekend here. Was no stars this weekend. At least I don't think so. Or super chats, or PayPal, or Cash App. We didn't do much live stuff this weekend. And I'll get this beautiful bastard on here. So you supposedly have the list.
No, I don't know where it's at.
Do you remember naming off some right offhand?
Farmers Insurance, I believe they made a lot of noise. Stumps, tree removal, stripper glitter, rocket glue, Big Red Wagon Productions. Aspen, do you know? Do you know, buddy? Aspen don't know. There was a bunch. There was a whole bunch. There was 3 pages worth, 4 pages worth. Rusty Lines Concrete. Man, I don't remember all of them right off the top.
What'd you think about this weekend?
I think everybody got exactly what was advertised. We had a lot of fun. It was quite possibly a once in a lifetime type deal. You know, they're going to grind the surface, I believe, and you know, everybody that's losing their mind over what happened. You know, no one held a gun to anybody's head. You know, you can say it's smart, you can say or dumb, smart, whatever. The guys that stayed and raced wanted to be challenged, and they were. And the ones that you know, stayed and learned something. I mean, that was you know, that was commendable. I mean, you know, everybody could have wrapped it up after a couple crashes and said, no, we're not going to do this anymore. But they went and decided they wanted to give it a try. And it wasn't the fastest race ever, but what race on the streets, everybody's fastest pass, you know? So.
Well, it depends on the street, but
Agreed.
And that was no surface like anything, like any street track. If you could have tested in Walmart, inside of Walmart, that'd probably been your best bet.
All right. Well, what's the limit? What's the end game for no prep racing? I mean, you know, I think we discussed it some. It won't be too much longer before no prep racing is just another class race. So, you know, everybody will be looking for something else to add to it. And, you know, I've been watching all you guys that are clowning and saying you wouldn't do this and you wouldn't do that. Well, you know, 5 or 10 years ago, everybody was saying that they wouldn't no prep racing. Now look at you. So,
yeah. Well, you killed it on the mic all weekend, or that weekend, and it's nice hearing you keep on top of everybody, especially staying out of the way of the tire crack.
It's tough. Everybody wants to be in the mix, and you know, we all understand that. But the camera has a purpose. You know, we had to use it a couple times, and you know, it is what it is. And I was terribly unprepared. I apologize.
No, it sounded good on my end. So, I got you on here. I ask everybody, what's next for you?
2022. We got you know, some underground stuff at Ohio Valley. I said that I would probably go out and do some more announcing this coming year. I didn't feel that I was a promoter and I was promoting events, and I don't feel like I'm an announcer, but I've been announcing events. So, you know, might as well ride with it.
Kill 2 sets of batteries.
Yeah. Yep.
So what about Turkey Bash?
We're scheduled for October 6th, 7th, and 8th, 2022. And we're switching up the format a little bit this year. You know, a bunch of people, we're going on to the 11th year, and we've kind of, you know, when we started Turkey Bash, it was Thanksgiving weekend. That evolved into the Black Friday race, kind of, that they still do at 60. It was at Hardensburg, and it wasn't intended to be a full-blown event. It was something, you know, getting run off the street and this and that, and 60's always been a challenging surface, and so, you know, we started doing that thing there, and it evolved, and we were just looking for, you know, a safer, larger venue, and we were continuing the no prep, but it wasn't very cost effective the way we were doing it. We were doing a full prep test session on Thursday, then we'd scrape everything off and happy. And then we would scrape everything off and fully prep it again after no prep night and race fully prepped again. So we switched it up this year. We'll be doing our prep event Thursday and Friday, and TVC will come in and do the scrape, and I believe they're bringing washers and everything this year. So, this year it was rough. We put down roughly 200 gallons of glue Thursday, and had to scrape that off Friday, and it didn't. We were a little unprepared for that, so this year we're going to be prepared. We'll have it. It'll be a bare surface come Saturday for the no prep, and we got a lot of people that want to come no prep race and they can't show up on Friday. So hopefully switching it up, and the prep racers are all about it's their lifestyle also, but with $100,000 rides and wanting to go in the 3-second range on a prep surface, they're willing to come in and do their thing during the week. Whereas our no prep racers are still a lot of blue collared, hardworking, younger guys with young kids and stuff like that. So we're just going to switch it up and see if it's better for everybody.
Yeah.
But that'll be October 6th, 7th, and 8th at Ohio Valley Raceway, 2022.
There you go. All right. You got any sponsors or anybody helps you out? You want to give a shout out to?
We had a bunch of sponsors this year. I'll go over some of those people. 2022, we haven't sent out the packages yet. We will. Meeting with the track this week, and they're getting the full schedule together. But we had Alpha Auto Works. It was our title sponsor this year. We had Bob Mindeback at RPM Performance. That was our presenting sponsor. Howtech, who sponsored our testing session and our 10-5 shootout. Mattingly's Performance. I'm going to miss people, and I apologize. I mean, I'm not that smart. I can't remember a lot of things that I heard. One or the other. I'm either not that smart or can't remember a lot, but maybe it's just getting old.
Both of them.
Yeah. Nothing about this stuff's real smart, but those were our primary sponsors this year. And, of course, Total Venue Concepts, Kurt Johnson with the track prep crew, who hopefully we can get the Decker Boys track lined up with. So.
All right. Well, I think it was a hell of an event. Some people didn't like it. Oh, well.
It's not for everybody.
I don't care if you like it or not. That's just me. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't.
Yeah.
I ain't going to bitch about it. It is what it
is. Back in the day, Henry Ford, when he was releasing the Model A, said you can have any color as long as it's black. Well, you see how long he stuck with that, right? Mm-hmm. Not everybody liked it. So, maybe that was a terrible analogy, but, we got to have variety.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for coming on. And October when?
October 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Turkey Bash.
Yes, sir. Hope to see you there.
All right. Have a good night.
Thanks, sir.
Later. All right, people. I know I posted up some stuff this weekend. Your winner at Kentucky Cash Days, Chris Rankin. They had some hell of a shows. Mr. BF 5000 right there getting a little squirrely on the big end, but that guy got to the top 4 in Black Friday, and then got to top 5 in the next day weekend. So he did pretty good this whole weekend. Patrick and Mike there. It was a good weekend. And as I posted up some stuff, we'll be in Alabama on I believe it's the 12th of March, and April 1st. No joke. 1st and 2nd will be in at the Gut for the small tire race. Chris, it don't matter, either or. Both of them. But yeah, got the No Name Race Car shirt on today. Them guys sent me this a long time ago, and I still wear it constantly. But yeah, I'll be dropping a video of the start line here. I got to upload it from my phone, and I'll be dropping it on YouTube here either later tonight or in the morning sometime. It'll be just nothing but the tire crack camera. So we'll let you see why you don't need to be in the way of the tire crack, because at one point, if your guy's standing in the way of a tire crack and there's a possibility of you jumping and your guy's standing in the way, there's no way to tell if you didn't tire crack or not. So we got to call it that is. So it'll show you how valuable this thing is, because this weekend there was like 3 or 4 just in one race, 3 or 4 possible jumps, and luckily when nobody was in the way. And but Matt pretty much had everybody. Matt and the Charlie, the announcer, and Happy does a better job than I do about looking at tire crack people. Usually when I'm in the zone, I get in the zone, and I'm just thinking people are going to do the right thing and not stand in the way of the tire crack, because it's the right thing to do. But that is, I'd like to thank again Happy and Kenzie for keep me a roof over my head, keep me out of a hotel, save me a little money this weekend. And I'll be up to see Dylan, and we'll be seeing Jelly Roll. Actually, they're going to see Jelly Roll tomorrow night, and then I'll have to see him. Then I get leftovers. I get leftover Jelly Roll. So they're in the room over here. They can hear me. So, but I get leftover Jelly Roll. Me and Dylan get leftover Jelly Roll. But then we'll be going to Rockingham. We'll be live at least Saturday. We'll be live all day long for the Saturday event. So check us out. We'll be live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, just like we are here right now. So that's about it. Have a good night, and see you in the streets.